got the Georgia Guidestones, and I thought that I would make a little video so that you could check out the Guidestones along with me, okay? Alright, so this is the one that's in English. I hope you can see it because I've got the glare is a little bit strong, so it's hard for me to see what I can get into the camera. But maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. And it says this again and again in different languages around the monument here. And I am going to take you over to the plaque that talks about it. And I hope I can get that into the camera as well. Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. The story of the Georgia Guidestones began in June 1979 when a stranger identified as Mr. Christian, later R.C. Christian, visited Joe H. Fendley, Sr., president of Elbert Granite Finishing Company, Inc., and indicated that he represented a group of loyal Americans living outside the state of Georgia who wanted to build a monument focused on the theme of conservation. Mr. Christian, who had assumed this pseudonym because he was a Christian, named Wyatt C. Martin, president of the Granite City Bank, as intermediary to hold funds in escrow for the project, explaining that the Guidestone group, which wished to remain anonymous forever, had selected Georgia because of the use of its excellent granite and mild climate and the heritage of his great-grandmother as a native Georgian. Christian agreed to Martin's request to locate the monument in Elbert County if there were a suitable remote site for it, which they found on a hillside that is the highest point in Elbert County on a farm of Mildred and Wayne Milksnicks, north of Elberton. Oh, you know, I've lost my my place. They found on a hillside that is the highest point in Elbert County on the farm of Mildred and Wayne Mullinicks, north of Elberton, on Highway 77. Findlay's company carved the 6-part monument from pyramid blue granite. The Georgia Guidestones consist of 4 granite megaliths set in a paddle wheel arrangement around a central stone, which is surmounted by a flat capstone measuring 19¼ feet in height, and at the highest peak, the stone group measures 17⅓ feet in width, and its diameter is 65 feet. The overall weight of the 951 cubic feet of granite used is 237,746 pounds. A ground marker west of the Guidestones provides additional data and covers a buried time capsule. Each of the four sides of the capstone features the statement of cautionary guidance to humankind, translated into Babylonian, I can't read that, Classical Greek, Sanskrit, Egyptian hieroglyphics, to let these be guidestones to reason. Below, the guidelines are carved into the 8 faces of the 4 outer stones in English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindu, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. In English, the guidestones specify the following: maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with a tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love. Seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. In addition to these conservation messages, the monument displays a number of astronomical features. The Georgia Guidestone Monument, which is owned by Elbert County, was dedicated on March 22nd, 1980, and since has remained a source of mystery, intrigue, and numerous visitors and those who learned from afar. So, that's the Guidestones. And as you can see from what I read, it talks about a one world government and limiting the population. And we know that this is what the Illuminati has planned for us. And the question is how do they want to get the population down to 500 million? Well, that we can talk about later. So I hope that you found this interesting, and I'll catch you on my next video.